Are you guys ready? The 2018 Undergraduate Commencement of Bentley University is called to order. I call Professor Joseph J. Newpole, Ceremonial Marshal, to guide these commencement exercises.
Good morning, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone that the ceremony is being live streamed on the Bentley website. Please rise for the invocation and remain standing while the Boston Brass Ensemble plays America the Beautiful. Lyrics may be found in your program. It is our practice to invite a member of the spiritual life team to offer an invocation at this time. Representing the team today is Robin J. Olson, Director of Ministry and Director of Spiritual Life at Bentley.
Good morning. We come together this morning as a beautiful tapestry of religious and spiritual and family traditions. On this fine day, we are woven together, interconnected in joy and pride for our graduates. I invite you to be fully present to all the threads of glory of this moment, to pause, to inhale, and remember to exhale, to be mindful of all that we know to be holy. In that same spirit, at the end of the invocation, there will be a pause to allow each of you to reflect and pray in accord with your own traditions. Will you pray with me? Gracious and loving one, we give praise on this day of celebration as we rejoice in the accomplishments of our graduating students. We give thanks for the challenges they have overcome, for the knowledge they have gained, and for the quality of character they have forged. We give thanks for the wisdom of faculty and staff who have mentored our students of the class of 2018. And we are so grateful for the enthusiastic vision of our President Gloria these past 11 years. As people who have come this far by the faith of our friends and families, we humbly say thank you to them for loving us so well. Even now, we remember those champions in our lives who have passed away, and with gratitude, we name them silently before you. And finally, guiding one, as our graduates receive their diplomas today, ignite within them a passion to share their gifts for the healing and harmony of this world. Send them forth in your protection as they step bravely into the future with compassion and love. And in the name of all we call holy, we give thanks, each in our own way. Amen.
Please be seated. I invite Professor Barbara Paul Emile to the podium to read her original poetic composition honoring the service of President Gloria Larson to Bentley University. Professor Paul Emile is a poet, novelist, and scholar, and professor of English in our English and Media Studies Department. Holder of Bentley's Distinguished Maurice Goldman Chair of Arts of Sciences, 2000 to 2015. She is a specialist in Caribbean and English Romantic literature. Professor Paul Emile was named Massachusetts Carnegie Professor of the Year, 1994-1995, by the Carnegie Foundation and the Council for Advancement and Support of Education.
President Gloria Cordes Larson, as you depart, know that you are respected, loved, and honored. Your leadership of Bentley University, treasured and valued beyond all knowing for all the times to come. With your fierce courage, you have guided and you have led, broken new paths and shown the way. You have never compromised your commitments, never faltered in your faith and in your determination. Under your stewardship, the lines have grown straight, the center holds, and the circles become strong. Your presence, programs, and initiatives empowered many. Your joy and dynamism, vitalizing and nourishing, laid out ambitions, frameworks, enlarging new paradigms, gaining accolades for our institution. Thank you for your presence and for your power. Thank you for your fearlessness and your compassion. Thank you for your deep inner fire that glorifies the world, magnifying the highest and the best. May the flame that you have lit for us and within us always burn bright, ever enlarging our sight. May you be kept ever in the light, ever in the heart of the oneness. Thank you, President Larson.
Thank you, Professor Paul Emile, for that fitting tribute. I now call the 7th president of Bentley University, Gloria Cordes Larson, to present the charge to the class of 2018.
Thank you so much, Professor Barbara Paul Emile. I will carry you in my heart always. Thank you. Former Governor Deval Patrick, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, families, and friends, welcome to Commencement, Bentley University. And to the remarkable Best in a Lifetime class of 2018, welcome to your graduation. Since arriving in the fall of 2014, this class has built some unbreakable bonds with one another, with Bentley, and truthfully with me. I've gotten to know so many of you over the years, and while every year I have to say goodbye to graduating seniors, this year feels a little different to me. This year I'm graduating too. It just took me 11 years to do it. This is a link we're going to share forever. The class of 2018 and G-Lars heading off to our next chapter together. The last time we all gathered like this, students, faculty, families, and staff, it was for your convocation. We were seated under a different giant tent up on the library quad. In the days since then, you and your class have survived the first year GBs, 110, 112, 212. You trudged through mountains of snow, mountains and mountains, 108 inches altogether in the winter of 2015. You pulled all-nighters for group projects in classrooms, library study rooms, and dorm rooms. You squeezed around laptops and TV screens to see the Starks, the Lannisters, and the Targaryens battle in the Game of Thrones. You took eye-opening science classes in the new Jenison labs, and you opened the most spectacular ever new arena for our D1 hockey team and so many other things to sold-out crowds. Through the years, you have found professors and classes who inspired you to discover more. And yes, you probably pushed through one or two classes determined to just get over the finish line. With each day, class and exam, each interview, each internship and volunteer project, you grew older, wiser, and far more skilled. You came to understand what motivated you to do well, what opportunities could be had, and what chances you wanted to take. Today, Bentley returns you to the world with a world-class education completed, well prepared to achieve your dreams. The task ahead, however, will not be graded on a 4.0 scale. Instead, you're embarking on a personal journey to build a rewarding career and life that we all so much want for you. No responsibility is greater or weightier, and I have faith in every single one of you. You've made it this far. What could possibly go wrong? Well, the truth is, each of us will make more than a handful of mistakes in our lives. But what matters is what we do next. You won't always know the right path forward until you've realized you're on the wrong one and need to course correct. Maya Angelou, the American author, actress, poet, and civil rights activist, addressed life's inevitable missteps this way, suggesting to her friend Oprah Winfrey that when you know better, you do better. In your time at Bentley, you've undoubtedly made a few mistakes. Now you know better, you can do better. This campus was your life laboratory to test ideas and concepts in classrooms, conference rooms, and dorms, in internships and relationships, on the field and on the stage. And now you leave campus armed with more knowledge and more experience, ready to do better for yourself and for the world around you. Deval Patrick has built a life and career seeking always to know better and do better. Though growing up in difficult straits on the south side of Chicago, he's always been an idealist, finding inspiration in the words of his grandmother, hope for the best and work for it. Deval describes his life as improbable, but it's no accident that he became the man he is today. We are not predestined to achieve greatness, nor are we defined by our missteps. We shape our future by dreaming big and working hard to achieve it. He came to know better and do better, thanks to the support of teachers, mentors, and others who believed in him from an early age and helped him excel. Over his career, Deval has deliberately taken on challenging roles in the private and public sectors, gaining and sharing insights by crossing conventional lines. He has dedicated himself to service and leadership, principles we have worked hard to reinforce in all of you. And there's another element of success that Deval Patrick has always believed in: the power of one's community. In addition to the Bentley community you've come to know so well, I know each of you has brought a very special community of your own here today. Please stand and help me thank your family members and friends who have played such a major hand in getting you to this day. Thank you, parents and friends. The sense of community developed amongst the classmates in 2018 have become similarly strong. with classmates, roommates, and teammates becoming members of your Bentley family. Together, this class has witnessed examples of U.S. and global disruption and division that have required open conversation and reflection right here on our own campus. In our country and the larger world, your years at Bentley were bookended by startling reminders that in our quest to form a more perfect union, we still have a long ways to go. Your first-year orientation overlapped with the protests and the riots in Ferguson, Missouri. The start of your senior year coincided with neo-Nazis rallying in Charlottesville, Virginia. These moments of civil unrest ripped open wounds for many that had quietly festered for decades, often hidden from view. Yet, despite the societal backdrop, the remarkable class of 2018 has consistently faced challenging moments by standing tall and turning to each other, not on each other, to borrow a phrase from Deval Patrick. And to again quote Maya Angelou, this class came to embody the spirit of her poem, Human Family. In minor ways we differ, in major we're the same. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we're more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. Over and over, the class of 2018 chose to see one another, the members of this tight-knit community, as equals who were more alike than unalike. Our Campus Bentley Brave programs focused on learning from one another, knowing better to do better, with students, faculty, and staff coming together to discuss difficult issues, often led by members of this class. After a campus incident last fall, drag bingo turned out some 500 students in support of Bentley Pride, again led by members of this class. Thank you, class of 2018. That night, our Bentley beliefs and our community's commitment to inclusion were on full display, as was our resolve that acts of bias would never be tolerated here. In April, that same spirit was reflected in Bentley's first annual Diversity Celebration Parade. On a rainy afternoon, hundreds showed up to march from La Cava to the Student Center in support of all that makes the members of the Bentley community more alike than unalike in our hearts. But it wasn't just what you did for the Bentley community that was inspiring. You walked late in the night at annual Relays for Life. Through Bentley Service Learning Center, you supported a village in Ecuador, raising some $20,000 over the years to assist a school, build a medical clinic, and help build new skills. And you touched the lives of literally hundreds and hundreds of children in local Waltham programs, serving as mentors, coaches, and tutors. And now, top-tier employers and prestigious graduate schools have recruited you to join them in hopes that you will positively impact their communities. New adventures await you at organizations spanning from Amazon to Zappos. You'll be at Microsoft, Wayfair and PayPal, Walt Disney and General Motors, Dunkin' Donuts and Anheuser-Busch, PwC, Deloitte, and more. The diversity of knowledge and skill sets in this class is so impressive, and we are all so excited to see what you will do next. For those of you who are still waiting for acceptance letters, your dedication, internships, and personal strengths will hold you in such good stead. Our Tops in the Nation Career Services team is behind you every single step of the way. Bentley and our worldwide family of alumni are lifetime resources for you. Know that each of you leaves here fully prepared for the countless pathways the world will provide. The companies and organizations you plan to join after graduation are all adapting to a fast-changing world, just as you have. In the past few years, more and more businesses have come to understand that they are players in a broader community, not individual actors focused solely on bottom lines. Increasingly, they see company goals as far more than profits, looking at their impact on people and our planet as well. I believe this shift is reflective of all of you, the generation that has been called the most just-minded and most socially active ever. Having witnessed your commitment to service and community, your growth, your resilience, I'm more certain than ever your generation, every single one of you in the class of 2012, have the ability to reshape our world in positive, consequential ways. In March, the New York Times ran a piece called "Are Today's Teenagers Smarter and Better Than We Think?" The article ran about a month after the horrible shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, interviewing various experts for their thoughts on this generation of students who stood front and center following that tragedy. One psychologist said this: "I'm fascinated by the phenomenon we are seeing in front of us. These kids are so direct in their messaging, they're so clear, they seem unflappable." But another psychologist dismissed the idea and pointed the Times author to a recent piece in The Atlantic called "Have Smartphones Destroyed a Generation?" To the first expert, I say amen. And to the second, I say this: please come spend a single day at Bentley University. If you met just one member of the class of 2018, you'd know the strength of character and unflappable clarity and see that it is nothing out of the ordinary. It's a hallmark. And you have not been destroyed by technological advances. Instead, I see a group of incredible communicators who use an avalanche of data now available to reach better informed conclusions. I've had the opportunity to work closely with Bentley students, and I find myself firmly aligned with Julie Lithcott-Hames, the former dean of freshmen at Stanford and author of How to Raise an Adult. Like me, Julie believes that you and your classmates could turn out not to be just leaders, but a generation that we look back on and end up calling one of the single greatest ever. And because of that, class of 2018, I have one final charge for you today, again with some help from Maya Angelou. When you get, give. When you learn, teach. You are light years ahead in your thinking and the access to information than any prior generation. You are thriving at a time when the world is changing faster than ever. You are committed to one another, to an unwavering moral compass, to diversity and true inclusion, to social good, and to saving our planet. And you are ready, fully prepared, thank you Bentley University, fully prepared for whatever comes next. That's what you have been working towards your entire life, to be prepared for success in career and life, no matter what obstacles come your way. Today, I'm so proud to say you are more than ready. Now promise me you will go share your talents with the world. Class of 2018, your business at Bentley for now is almost complete. Go forth from here with the same spirit of service and love of community that you have displayed on campus. The world is sorely in need of your leadership and equally of your compassion. I have no doubt that you will leave all of us truly inspired. Congratulations, my best wishes. You know I love you. I will miss you so much. And for the 5 of you who have not asked me yet to join you on LinkedIn, please do. Thank you, class of 2018. You are the best.
I call President Larson to preside over the presentation and conferring of an honorary degree.
I call Robert Allen, member of the Bentley Board of Trustees, to present former Governor Deval Patrick for conferral of an honorary degree. Deval L. Patrick, advocate for justice and fair play, beacon of principle and integrity. We are proud to confer upon you today the honorary degree, Doctor of Commercial Science. Hope for the best and work for it. The words of your grandmother instilled a roll-up-your-sleeves optimism that has taken you from the poor Chicago neighborhood of your youth. A graduate of Milton Academy, Harvard College, and Harvard Law School, you know the power of education to open minds and expand horizons. Teachers were constant mentors along your path through law, business, and government. As a young attorney with the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund, you argued against racially biased death penalties and for voting rights. Your skill and passion were duly noted. An appointment as Assistant Attorney General of the United States by President Bill Clinton put you at the forefront of fighting discrimination and defending civil rights. During 2 terms as governor of Massachusetts, your home since age 14, you worked to make government a conduit of hope and opportunity. Investments in education, innovation, and infrastructure positioned the state as a leader in student performance, biotechnology, clean energy, and more. Bentley has been your proud partner in launching the Corporate Challenge, by which more than 100 business companies have committed to advancing women in the workplace. A return to the private sector has not diminished your commitment to the public good. The Double Impact Fund, which you founded and now manage at Bain Capital, invests in companies that deliver both social benefits and financial return. Your ability to lead with head and heart is an inspiration to us all. Therefore, by virtue of the authority invested by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and by the Bentley University Board of Trustees, we confer upon you, Deval L. Patrick, the degree of Doctor of Commercial Science, honoris causa. We hold it a tremendous pleasure and an honor to do so. Now it's official.
I now call upon the former governor, Deval Patrick, to deliver the commencement address.
Thank you. Chairman Manfredi and members of the Board of Trustees, President Larson and members of the faculty and staff, distinguished guests, proud parents and friends, and most of all, worthy graduates. Congratulations to each and every one of you on achieving today's milestone, and thank you for including me in today's ceremonies. It's a great honor to be with you, every one of you. I want to say at the outset that having sat where you graduates are sitting, draped in my own medieval costume, exhausted from the logistics of moving my own family around, anxious about keeping one relative from arguing with the other on my big day, and drained perhaps from a little too much farewell partying with my friends, I am well aware that you will remember little of what I say to you this morning. Mostly, you're just hoping I will be brief. I will do my best to meet that expectation. I wanted to be here this morning in part to say a personal farewell to your outgoing president and my friend Gloria Larson, G. Lars. Before she came to Bentley, President Larson was a distinguished lawyer, businesswoman, and civic leader. She worked closely with 3 governors, as well as a little-known first-time candidate with a funny name. She has served on boards whose purview ranged from the arts to health, to poverty, to commerce, and overseen consumer protection at the Federal Trade Commission. Throughout her career, she has moved easily from subject matter to subject matter with an understanding of the interconnectedness of them all, without losing focus or purpose, with an unfailing sense of service and with a love of life and people. She has had many accomplishments in her tenure here at Bentley, but I want to especially commend her for her timely and effective work on the Center for Women and Business, now named in her honor. I have to admit that we also share a special fondness for black labs with big heads. Gloria, I was here at your inauguration, and I am proud to be here to bid you a fond and deeply grateful farewell. Thank you for your service and your friendship. I'm proud of you graduates, too. Dazzled, in fact. Judging from the brief background information I was sent in preparation for today, Bentley has indeed prepared you well to build a CV just like or better than President Larson's. Lord knows the world needs you. Nevertheless, at this point in the academic year, you may be a little tired of being asked the question, so what are your plans? The expectations that Bentley has of you and that you undoubtedly have of yourselves are high. You are on a path to assume positions of leadership with titles and access, with privilege and prestige and power. Maybe a little money will come along with it. I wish you all of that and more. I was a lot less sure of my path when I graduated from college. I grew up sharing a room and a set of bunk beds with my mother and sister in my grandparents' two-bedroom tenement on the south side of Chicago. I got a scholarship, as you heard, at 14 to go to a private boarding school here in Massachusetts. For me, that was like landing on a different planet. They had a dress code then. The boys wore jackets and ties to classes. So when the dress code arrived at home, my grandparents splurged on a brand new jacket for me to wear to class, but a jacket on the south side of Chicago is a windbreaker. You see where this is going. So on the first day of class, when all the other boys were putting on their blue blazers and their tweed coats, there was I in my windbreaker. I want to point out that I figured it out. I figured out the jackets, the ties, I like to say the whole range of Brooks Brothers merchandise. I figured out how to use summer as a verb. I learned how the graduates of schools like that one, frankly, like this one, they never die, they just turn into buildings. And suddenly college, not something my family had ever experienced, seemed completely natural, like the next natural step, right in the flow of the currents of prestige and privilege that were beginning to sweep me along in their pleasant wake. It was not all smooth sailing, of course. I was reminded often, even in my handsome new blazer, of who I was and where I'd come from, usually by my family. Like when I got the letter saying I was admitted to the college I really wanted to go to, and I called home and I got my grandmother on the phone. Grandma, I said, I'm going to college next year. I'm going to Harvard. Oh, my Lord, she cried, and began to carry on about how proud she was, and then she paused and she said, now where is that anyway? Of course, she got the point better than I did. See, I was excited about the prestige. She was excited about the opportunity. I had a marvelous and enriching experience in college, but in some ways, I didn't get the point just then. I worked hard, excelled in my studies, opened myself to new ideas and people and points of view. It was all stimulating and engaging and appropriate. None of it was particularly purposeful. I spent my summers working in the international commercial lending departments of two large banks, one on Wall Street and one here in Boston, because someone pointed me in that direction as a way to make good money to offset my student loans and to experience working in an office environment. Through the parents of a friend, I was invited to meet the vice chairman of one of those banks in his elegant walnut-paneled office on the bank's executive floor. Now, some of you can perhaps imagine these rooms. The carpet is thicker than elsewhere in the bank. The volume is lower. The paintings are original. I was ushered into the inner office, and this elegant, white-haired gentleman in a three-piece suit greeted me warmly, offered me a seat, and walked around to sit behind this massive, meticulously polished mahogany desk on which he promptly propped up his feet. And while we chatted, he showed me framed pictures of his house in Connecticut and the other one in Maine. He talked about his kids and grandkids, where they lived, and the fine schools they attended. He used summer as a verb. And I could imagine one day working at that bank and inviting my family from the South Side to a house or two of my own, just like that. I thought that was success. I thought he had made it. It looked pretty good to me then. And just as I approached my own graduation, as I sat where you sat right now, I couldn't quite commit to the path that nice banker had shown me. I could feel myself being swept along by those familiar currents of prestige and privilege that I had come to know in boarding school and college, to those familiar answers to that nagging question about my postgraduate plans. But I couldn't quite shake the feeling that the real question for me was not, what are your plans, but rather, what is your purpose? And answering that scared me. A reprieve from having to answer the question arrived in the form of a traveling fellowship, a grant Harvard gave to 3, I must say, relieved graduates each year. The requirements were simply to spend a year in a non-Western culture on a project of your own design. I had never traveled overseas before, but having studied the continent in my summer work, I was eager to visit Africa. So I wrote to anyone I knew who knew anyone in Africa. In response to some 50 letters, I think, I got one reply from a Sudanese guy who worked on a UN project in Khartoum. He wrote, in essence, that he wasn't sure what I would do, but just get here, he said, and he would work it out when I did. So I bought a backpack, by the way, something we don't do from the South Side of Chicago. I filled it with supplies and set off. I landed in Cairo, Egypt, in the middle of a hot summer night, having taught myself the greetings and the numbers in Arabic on the flight from Athens. After several days, I left Cairo and hitchhiked to Khartoum over 1,000 unfamiliar and definitely non-Western miles on trucks, dhows, trains, barges, donkeys, and camels when not on foot. When I reached Khartoum, I found the office of the man I had been writing to for those many months, only to learn that he had left the week before for 2 years in Long Beach, California, saying nothing to his office about my coming or what I would do. The staff was as nonplussed as I was. They didn't know what to do with me, or really had no use for a newly minted college graduate with no relevant skills. But I pleaded. So after several days, they gave me a research project really to get rid of me, and sent me off to Darfur, another 500 miles across the Nubian desert, to a town without any airport or train station, without mail service or phone lines, before the internet or cell service had even been invented. But guess what? I figured it out. I learned the language, how to live, to eat, to work, to make friends, to entertain myself. And once I figured out that I could figure it out, I was not ever again afraid to try something new, even something that might be out of the flow of the familiar currents of prestige and privilege, if that's what it took to seek purpose and meaning instead. Now, it's not that I found life's purpose in Sudan. It's that I found that I didn't have to be afraid of facing those questions, that I could handle the journey to the answer. You don't have to go all the way to Sudan for that lesson. The point is that if a poor kid from the South Side of Chicago can pick up a backpack and figure out how to go hitchhiking in the Nubian desert, you can take a chance on stepping out of your own familiar currents, however pleasant and appealing they may seem, and seek the purpose that may be calling you elsewhere. And it matters that you listen to that call. I told you at the outset that Bentley has prepared you for leadership, but leadership positions, it turns out, are filled with leaders who would rather have the big job than do it. Leaders who would rather keep the seat warm than take the heat. At some level, I guess I can understand that. I can understand why after the sweat and toil of achieving a leadership position, one might want to coast for a while and enjoy the view from the top. So long as you keep things calm and don't break anything, what's the harm in that? For one thing, that's not the kind of leadership Bentley expects. The mission and values of this university, the life example of this president, call you to lead with purpose, to make change, to have impact, to improve the lives and circumstances of those you are privileged to lead. Coasting along and simply doing no harm is not enough in normal times, but these are not normal times. The world around us is in turmoil. The economy is changing rapidly, and for many, in unfamiliar and disruptive, indeed frightening ways. Issues familiar to me since my childhood, issues like addiction or economic disruption that leave disorientation and despair in their wake, have now reached broadly enough that we are all having to face big questions about the nature of community and the future of work. The readiness of the American worker for new economic realities challenges education leaders, especially in community colleges and voc tech schools, to recognize that failing to refresh how and what we teach young students and train mid-career learners is to send them off ill-equipped for the demands of a new economy. We need elected leaders to worry less about winning elections and more about the hard and long-term work of interconnecting policies such as transportation, housing, web access, portable health care, even criminal justice that make it possible for people to adapt to change, enable economic mobility, and help foster a just society. We need investors to lead by making entrepreneurship and other forms of ownership more widespread, with business accelerators in every community, where people can connect with mentors, professionals, and capital to demystify the notion of starting your own business. And in larger companies, we need business leaders to encourage practices like employee stock ownership and other forms of profit sharing that give workers opportunities to create wealth and get a stake in the game. And we need leadership in every sector to collaborate across sectors to create jobs and let opportunity flourish. That kind of collaboration in the life sciences, clean tech, and precision manufacturing helped pull Massachusetts out of recession faster than most other states to a 25-year employment high. It's the kind of approach that has redefined and revived cities like Pittsburgh, Detroit, and Chattanooga, Tennessee. The point is that in times like ours, leaders need to lead. Timid, cautious, coasting leadership feels unfitted for the moment because everybody's anxious and anxiety is combustible. Sometimes leaders use that anxiety to fuel fear and division. Better leaders use it to fuel the future. When your time comes, I'm asking you to lead with vision, lead with boldness, lead with heart. Because one's moment in leadership is fleeting. The average CEO is in place for less than 10 years. At big companies and universities, it's about 5 years. The term of a governor is 4 years. Of a state rep, it's 2. The point is that in the scheme of things, one's time in leadership is just that. It's a moment. Surely there must be more purpose in it than just having another bragging point on one's resume. I want to urge you not to be swept along. I want to urge you to seek purpose, not prestige, meaning, not just money, because purpose and meaning make everything else worth the effort. Why purposeful leadership? Just think about it for 1 second. Martin Luther King Jr. was doing just fine as the pastor of his own church in Montgomery, Alabama. He was an accomplished scholar and preacher, raised in relative privilege and secure in his career. He didn't become a purposeful leader until he came down out of his Montgomery pulpit to lead the Selma to Montgomery March and the March on Washington and so many other milestones of the 60s civil rights struggle. And when he became a purposeful leader, indeed because he did, he helped change the course of history. I want to challenge you to think of the opportunities your Bentley degrees have given you, not just to occupy the corridors of power for the sake of your own achievement and prestige, but to occupy the corridors of power for the sake of all of the folks who are waiting for those in power just to glance in their direction and give a damn. Because when you decide to glance in their direction and give a damn, you decide to make your moment in power count for something. I promise you that it comes back to you in ways that make you know your moment was worthy. In 2010, with the help of many grassroots advocates, our legislature passed a reform of something called our CORI system. This is the system that tracks every offender's criminal record, and it had become a practical barrier for many people with minor offenses who were trying to get back into productive life. So we took on the task of trying to fix it. For years, the issue had languished. It was never a priority. It was never the right time. Pollsters and pundits counseled that it would be political suicide, especially for Democrats, because it would be seen or deemed being soft on crime, as the saying goes, if we made it any easier for people who had served their time to get back on their feet when they got out. But eventually, after a long, slow battle, the bill came to the floor and passed. Now, when the bill was ready, or the legislation was ready, we hosted a signing ceremony in this packed, unair-conditioned building in Roxbury on what felt like the hottest day in the history of time. Hundreds of people came, and despite the heat and the crowd, excitement was high. In the midst of the joyful pandemonium after I signed the bill, a man walked up to me and handed me a cell phone and asked me to speak to his friend. The voice at the other end thanked me for signing the bill and said he knew it would make a difference in his life. I said, I hope so, and I handed the phone back. 4 years later, I arrived early for an event in Springfield out in western Massachusetts. And we decided to grab lunch at a restaurant down the block from the Basketball Hall of Fame in downtown Springfield. The troopers and I were waiting for our takeout near the front of the restaurant when a man in chef's togs walked past, and he stopped and he did a double take, which is something I attribute to being taller on television. The man said, "Are you Governor Patrick?" I said, "Yes." The man asked, "Do you remember signing the CORI bill?" I said, "Of course I do." He said, "Do you remember speaking to a guy on a cell phone right after you signed the bill that day?" I said, "As a matter of fact, I do." He said, "Well, I am that guy." He said, "I was sitting in jail when you took that call." He said, "When I got out, I got this job on account of CORI reform." He had become the executive chef at that restaurant. Now that policy, I know. That policy touched a person. And I believe that matters. You know, there are statistics to show our aggregate results and awards to recognize our body of work, but that encounter reminded me, as I have been reminded countless other times, that what matters most are the human souls behind the policy choices we make. If we don't see if we don't see the people behind those choices, the meek as well as the mighty, what purpose is there behind the prestige of position? All I'm trying to say to you is do some good with the leadership you achieve. I hope you'll remember at least that long after you have forgotten the rest of what I said to you this morning. God bless you on your journey. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Governor. To preside over the presentation of faculty awards for 2018, I call Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Lynn Rosansky. Dr. Rosansky will begin with an award for teaching excellence.
Thank you very much. Greetings and congratulations to the class of 2018. Our faculty, seated behind me, of teachers, scholars, is central to the mission of this university. It is they who guide, instruct, and develop our students. Today, we recognize their dedication and contributions. Would all members of the Bentley University faculty please stand and let us express our appreciation. To recognize and encourage excellence in teaching, Dr. Gregory H. Adamian, the fourth president of Bentley University, established and funded the Adamian Award for Excellence in Teaching. The Bentley community was saddened when Dr. Adamian passed away in 2015. It's difficult to overstate his place in the history and development of Bentley. As President, Chancellor, Trustee Emeritus, President Emeritus, he was associated with this university for over 60 years, more than half its history, beginning as a member of the Law Department in 1955. In 1970, he was appointed Bentley's fourth president, and he led the institution for 21 years. Today, we are very pleased to have Debbie Adamian, his wife and partner, present the Adamian Award. Thank you. The recipient of the 2018 Gregory H. Adamian Award for Excellence in Teaching is Aaron Jackson, Professor of Economics, who richly deserves the award. Dr. Jackson has been teaching economics at Bentley since 2002, and students and alumni both use superlatives to describe his performance in the classroom. One student called Jackson the professor to have for intermediate economics and monetary economics. Another student described Jackson to be intellectually stimulating. An alumnus remembers Jackson with the words, "Aaron never refused an opportunity to get to know a student better, to have a leisurely chat about the economic issues of the day, or to provide academic or career advice." Professor Jackson is distinguished not only by his superb teaching, but also by his outstanding leadership skills. Since 2012, he has directed the honors program at Bentley, and since 2008, he has co-advised the school's Fed Challenge team, a powerhouse of economic knowledge. Under Jackson's guidance, the Fed Challenge team has won national championship, 4 regional championships, and many other victories. In acknowledgement of all that Jackson has done for them, members of this year's Fed Challenge team wrote him a testimonial praising him for his outstanding level of commitment. Dr. Aaron Jackson is truly a great mentor. It's my privilege to give him the 2018 Gregory Damian Award for Teaching and Excellence.
Dr. Rosansky will now present awards for scholarship and advising.
I'm pleased to announce this year's recipient of the Bentley University Award for Excellence in Scholarship is Dr. Fred David Ledley, the Professor of Natural and Applied Sciences. Dr. Ledley has a long track record of innovative, impactful, and highly interdisciplinary research in the field of science, particularly biomedical science. He has published well over 100 papers, and his work appeared in some of the world's most prestigious scientific and medical journals. It's also frequently cited, and according to Google Scholar, is one of the top 5 most cited professors at Bentley University. Dr. Ledley is a pioneer in the field of gene therapy and personalized medicine, and he has improved the lives of innumerable people through his research. He was the first to identify the genes in some of the most common inherited diseases of children, and thanks to him, physicians can now test for these diseases and offer life-saving cure and care. Dr. Ledley has received numerous grants for his research from organizations such as the NIH and has held many senior positions in the biotech industry. He has also been awarded 10 U.S. patents for his scientific discoveries. Dr. Ledley came to Bentley in 2005, and he currently directs the school's Center for the Integration of Science and Industry, which he founded in 2012. As the director of the center, he leads research aimed at accelerating the systems responsible for translating scientific discoveries into public value. Dr. Ledley remains at the very top of his field. In recent years, he has testified before Congress about the proposed 21st Century Cures Act, and in 2015, he was chosen to be a fellow for the American Association for the Advancement of Science, an extraordinarily high honor. Fred David Ledley is an outstanding scholar. It is my pleasure to present him with a 2018 Excellence in Scholarship Award. The university is also proud to recognize excellence in academic advising. An award for that purpose was established by the Board of Trustees in honor of the 5th president of Bentley University, Joseph M. Cronin. It is presented annually to the faculty member who, based upon student recommendations, has demonstrated outstanding dedication and commitment to academic advising. I am pleased to announce the winner of this year's Joseph M. Cronin Award for Excellence in Academic Advising and Mentoring is Emmy Roth, Associate Professor of Mathematical Science. This is the second time Professor Roth has been recognized for her excellence in advising. She received the award in 2005. Students describe Professor Roth as someone who goes above and beyond to make sure students maximize their opportunities at Bentley. Students' nominations describe her as helpful and knowledgeable about all aspects of the school and advising, as someone devoted to student interests, and as someone who makes herself available at all hours. In addition to advising students about the curriculum, nominations noted her efforts in helping them search for internships and careers. One student wrote, "I can confidently say I would not have been able to get my first internship without Emmy's help." Another student praised Professor Roth for being there every step in the process. Nathan Carter, her department chair, noted, "Emmy is a constant mentor and advisor to all the students in the largest arts and sciences major at the school, as well as students considering that major or students who are minoring in it, or any student who comes into her office. She knows the ins and outs of the curriculum and absolutely loves helping students strategize about how they can get the most out of their 4 years at Bentley University." Her department chair added, "She knows the students closely. If you mention the name of any one of the 100 to 200 students who are in the general orbit of actuarial sciences, she remembers their academics, their extracurricular activities, and even recent conversations with them. You can tell that she genuinely enjoys helping them navigate their Bentley career." Please join me in congratulating Professor Emmy Roth on this well-deserved honor.
Dr. Rosansky will now preside over the presentation of a student award.
The university recognizes academic excellence in the undergraduate college through an award established in memory of Professor Jay Weafer, former Vice President for Business and Finance and Treasurer, as well as a member of the accountancy faculty for 30 years. The Weafer Award is presented annually to a full-time graduating student who has earned in residence at least 90 hours of credit toward the degree and has compiled the highest grade point average as determined in January from among those eligible. This year, we have 2 award recipients. Brittany Marie Murphy is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Economics Finance, and Andrew Putra Narco receiving a Bachelor of Science in Finance. Ms. Murphy and Mr. Sinarco, we are pleased to present the Professor Robert J. Weafer Award for Academic Excellence to each of you today. Congratulations.
I now call the president of the senior class cabinet, Ms. Sydney McLeod, to offer the senior class farewell.
Good morning, fellow graduates, staff, faculty, family, and friends. The 60-40 ratio is a little less evident with these caps on everyone's heads. Class of 2018, how did we get here? It feels like just yesterday we were freshmen. Just yesterday we were buying 50-pound 112 textbooks, meeting fresh faces that would soon become our best friends, and downloading a mysterious new app called Yik Yak. 4 years later, Yik Yak has been deleted. The 112 books have become campfire kindling, but the friendships and memories remain. We've had a great ride. We celebrated 2 Super Bowl championships. We asked, who is Joe and where did he send me? We relished in a freshman year full of snow days. We overcame pink eye that seemed chronic at times. We battled through hundreds of group projects, And I think I might be able to add construction enthusiast to the skills section of my resume after all the buildings I've seen built and renovated on campus since 2014. Without a doubt, the staff, faculty, and administration are going to miss the energy and passion we brought to this campus. But guys, if you ever miss us, you know how to best reach us. Just start a chain email, we'll all respond right away. In all seriousness, I owe a lot to the committed and passionate individuals who worked at Bentley. Thank you to my incredible marketing, sustainability, global studies, and business professors. Thank you to the BSLC for being my bridge into the community and an outlet of humanity. Thank you to SPNE, Student Affairs, and all the dedicated administration who actually made sure we made it here today. I owe a special thanks to the Center for Women in Business and its founder, Gloria Larson. Gloria, thank you for not being just our president, but also an empowering female role model in a male-dominated field. And I would like to note, I could be referencing her role as a president, as a businesswoman, or as a lawyer. She has shattered so many glass ceilings. And of course, we all need to thank some other very special people. The people you could always rely on to be there for you, who would show up at a moment's notice whenever you needed them. I'm of course talking about our Uber drivers. Where would we be without them? Thank you also, of course, to my incredible parents for all their trust and support, and also for agreeing with me when I thought Bentley would be a little bit more lit than Babson. After last night, I can confirm we were right. They always say to save the best for last, and it's great to see President Larson has stayed true to this statement by bidding Bentley goodbye with the class of 2018. The class of 2018 is quite remarkable. Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you did, people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And if it's not evident from my voice and my teary eyes, I've felt all the feelings because of you guys. And so the hardest part about today will be that knowing that we'll never all be together again like this. And that hurts more than any scrape being incurred on the rapid rivers in the Bahamas. So thank you, friends, for 4 amazing years of spring to late night to get food before 2 a.m., only to realize that it closes early on Thursday nights. For lazy days on the green space, for hundreds of group meets, and for everything else in between. Thank you for 4 years surrounded by the most intelligent, creative, and driven people I know. And friends, the world needs your intelligence, your creativity, and your drive now more than ever. The problems we have, or the past few years, have churned up many ugly realities for our country. These problems continue to grow in scale and seriousness. Our environment needs help. The 4 warmest years on record globally have been the past 4 since we've been at Bentley. Gun control demands attention. 5 of the 10 most deadly mass shootings in modern US history have been the past 4 years we've been at Bentley. Acts of discrimination in all shapes and sizes are a problem as old as our country, and time is up. White women with a bachelor's degree from Massachusetts earn a striking 82 cents to each dollar of a white male, and unequal pay is even worse for women of minority groups. This is only one example of many of why we must turn back the tide on discrimination and embrace inclusion for all. Currently, we expect the government or nonprofits to solve these problems, but our problems have become problems of scale, and our current model is not capable of creating solutions. There is not enough tax revenue or donation to solve these problems, and while we wait, they are growing increasingly urgent. So what is the solution? The solution is right here. The solution is business and the young leaders we have walking across the stage today. We need sustainable supply chain. We need inclusive management. We need honest accounting. We need sustainable investment. We need diverse advertising. We need honest media. And we need a sincere approach to the triple bottom line. We didn't create these circumstances, but we have the power to change them with the skills we have learned here at Bentley University. They say change can be made by ordinary people, but class of 2018, we are anything but ordinary. We are graduates from one of the best business schools in the United States. We have a responsibility to look beyond ROI, protect the environment, embrace inclusion, put pressure on policy change to save our lives, our planet, and our country. It is often during the darkest of times that you can do the most good. So find what stirs your blood, take that energy, and make it a core value of your business and of your life. If you choose to live your life at the intersection of business and the people it serves, then today our society has good cause for hope. Class of 2018, I hope the world is prepared for us because I know we are entering it very much paratus. Thank you.
To present the candidates for graduation and to preside over the awarding of degrees, I call upon Dr. Rosansky.
Thank you. At this ceremony, we confer degrees upon deserving women and men who have fulfilled their degree requirements. I should remind you that Bentley, as a business university, will confer both master's and doctoral degrees this afternoon upon students who, like this morning's graduates, have demonstrated their ability and determination to claim the academic recognition they so richly deserve. It has been more than a decade since Bentley first established its PhD program and shortly thereafter became a university. Last year, we celebrated our centennial anniversary, and we are now entering our second century of excellence. I mention this simply to remind you the institution from which you are graduating today is encompassing in academic scope, constantly evolving in its ambition and expertise, abiding in its history and traditions, and embracing in its regard and support for tens of thousands of alumni in whose number you shall very shortly be counted. Now we shall award the degrees to members of the Bentley class of 2018. Assisting me will be Andrew Shepardson, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. The names of the candidates will be read by Aaron Jackson, Professor of Economics and Director of the Honors Program, Gary Kelly, Senior Associate Director of the Bentley Center for Alumni, Parents, and Friends, David Masirian, Assistant Professor of Law, Tax, and Financial Planning, Aaron Nurick, Professor of Management, Karen Osterheld, Senior Lecturer in Accountancy, Andy Els across the stage.
Senior Class Cabinet, Sydney McLeod, cum laude. Journey Chen. Elias Frank, cum laude. Christian Leroux, magna cum laude. Jennifer Miller, magna cum laude. Nina Terrakun. Vicky Wu, magna cum laude. WEFER Award winners, Brittany Murphy, summa cum laude. Andrew Sinarco, summa cum laude. Honors Program, Bachelor of Science, Brooke Andriozzi, magna cum laude. Brianna Ang, cum laude. Alexandra Arpaia, summa cum laude. Eric Beach, magna cum laude. Curran Callawort, magna cum laude. Michael Cavallaro, magna cum laude. Jennifer Corso, summa cum laude. Carolyn Cruz, cum laude. Skylar DeBoer, summa cum laude. Juliana DeGroot, magna cum laude. Isabella Diorio, summa cum laude. Michael Durkin, cum laude. Maricel Ferraro, summa cum laude. Matthew Fisher, magna cum laude. Allison Fortier, cum laude. Eitan Gambard, cum laude. Terry Gross, magna cum laude. Aaron Giesenoff, summa cum laude. Carlos Gutierrez Pantoja, cum laude. Catherine Hitchenko, cum laude. Gaspar Jane Mazanet, cum laude. Miles Kaplow, magna cum laude. Lauren Kessler, magna cum laude. Yara Corey, magna cum laude. Alessandra Lamberti, summa cum laude. Frank Landrio, cum laude. Charles Lawn, cum laude. Caitlin Lavirtue, magna cum laude. Sydney Lawrence, magna cum laude. Monica Levy, magna cum laude. Orn Papar Limkitcharon, summa cum laude. Grace Lightham, cum laude. Michelle Yu, cum laude. Rachel Madden, summa cum laude. Michael Magosi, magna cum laude. Ian Manuel Markway, summa cum laude. Catherine McSweeney, cum laude. Molly Murphy. Tu Nguyen, summa cum laude. Ethan Olshever, magna cum laude. Victor Pacheco, magna cum laude. Spiridon Papiadotis, summa cum laude. Manushi Patadia, cum laude. Ryan Phillips, cum laude. Juan Quiroga Vargas, magna cum laude. Shivani Rajan, magna cum laude. Annie Roniker, summa cum laude. Christopher Reddington, summa cum laude. Anthony Romaniello, summa cum laude. Priya Roy, magna cum laude. Kristen Salazar, magna cum laude. Emma Santosuaso, magna cum laude. Ushwarya Shah, magna cum laude. Rushab Himanshu Shah, summa cum laude. Andrew Shea, cum laude. Yanru Shen, magna cum laude. Eric Spangler, magna cum laude. Matthew Taggart, summa cum laude. Caroline Tomsick, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Varsos, cum laude. Sebastian Viegas Arbeles, cum laude. Ruchna Vunka, cum laude. Chao Na Wan, magna cum laude. Ann Warren, summa cum laude. Catherine Wong, cum laude. Victoria Zeiler, summa cum laude.
Bachelor of Arts, Jonathan Bowens, cum laude. Levon Campbell. Julia Condon. Megan L. Caroline Iliopoulos, cum laude. Liam Gribbins, cum laude. Shinice McElveen. Elsa Yamin, magna cum laude. Casey Pedro. Morgan Schmid. Ari Barron. Megan Walsh. Jacob Abatessa, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science, Angelo Tillahun. Faisal Abdeen. Mohammed Abdul Rauf, magna cum laude. Giovanni Acharino. Ashley Acosta. Yahira Acuna. Griffin Adams, cum laude. Donald Adi, cum laude. Laura Adi, cum laude. Alexandra Afanato. Udish Agrawal, summa cum laude. Maria Arapchan. Jonathan Aker. Rashid Al-Jahari. Khalid Al-Ashkar, magna cum laude. Saif El-Shiriani. Andrew Alario. Zoe Alatakis, cum laude.
Of course I'm coming.
Andrea Albrecht, summa cum laude. Amal Adouad, magna cum laude. Salman Al-Sulaiman, cum laude. Abdul Aziz Al-Khalid. Mohammed Assam Al-Muhabib. Jordan Alexander, magna cum laude. Cameron Allaire. Graciela Maria Alonso Molina, cum laude. Peter Alves. Felipa Amato. Emily Anastasio. Daniel Anderson. Kaylee Andone, cum laude. Shelby Antonino. Eric Antunes. Maximo Aquino. Lucas Arojo. Jason Argue. Jacob Arikian. Bridget Arndt, cum laude. Carlos Luis Artavio Ramirez, cum laude. Nirmala Arun. Chahidi Asarpota. Matthew Ascalise, magna cum laude. Nishant Asher. Jenna Atkins. Michael Augello. Samantha Avalone. Julia Averna, magna cum laude. Roman Amond. Robert Aziz. Neha Baga. Jonathan Bagia. Riley Baker, magna cum laude. Jordan Ballantyne, magna cum laude. Alexander Bayesa, cum laude. Vincent Bonnick. Nime Barman, cum laude. Ana Berendez, cum laude. Marianne Bartolotta, cum laude. Lucian Batawi, magna cum laude. Benjamin Bath. Dominic Battaglia. Ashley Baudier. Jake Beatty. Riley Beaupre. Alexandra Becker. Emma Beckman, cum laude. Tara Begley. Claudia Bagurstein. Alexandra Bain, summa cum laude. Anna Belliard. Jordan Bello, cum laude. Rachel Bellwood, magna cum laude. Mariana Beltranena Granai. Brett Bemis. Trevina Bennett. Taylor Bernhard, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Berry. Jack Bertinazzi. Adi Barjawad Karthik. Alexandra Bianco. William Biggs. Oliver Bennett. Adilet Birlikabe, summa cum laude. Joshua Blakely, magna cum laude. Michelle Blay. Mariella Barcelo. Gabriella Bonadonna, magna cum laude. Matthew Bono. Matthew Bonvoir. Reem Budai. Joseph Bosco. Michael Boyd, cum laude. Nate Boyd. Rogers Boylan, magna cum laude. Drew Bradley. Catherine Brandow, magna cum laude. Scott Braverman, cum laude. Benjamin Brayton, magna cum laude. Michael Brevda, magna cum laude. Alex Briganti, cum laude. Timothy Broderick. Danielle Bromberg, magna cum laude. Alessandra Brown, cum laude. Brandon Brown. Brittany Brown, cum laude. Carson Brown, cum laude. Kimberly Brown, cum laude. James Brunone, cum laude. Christopher Buchanan, cum laude. McKenna Buck. Simar Bueno III. Megan Buggy, cum laude, summa cum laude. Brendan Burke. Morgan Burke, cum laude. Austin Burlone, summa cum laude. Alex Burr, cum laude. Nicholas Burton. Kristen Burt, summa cum laude. Griffin Bushell. Carla Bustillo. Nicholas Budafuco, cum laude. Soraya Caballero, cum laude. Ryan Cataret, cum laude. Mei Kai, magna cum laude. Thomas Caldwell, cum laude. Nicholas Kaye, cum laude. Daniel Camacho, magna cum laude. Gregory Camarada. James Campbell, cum laude. Patrick Campbell. Christian Camposano, cum laude. Antonio Campana III, cum laude. Bradley Capice. Sarah Capone. Michael Capicella, cum laude. Michael Capadona. Aaron Carr. Alexandra Cardy. Allison Cardy. Paige Madison Cassis. Mariath Casey, magna cum laude. Alex Casesso. Daniel Catalana, cum laude. Anthony Catanzaro, magna cum laude. Sophia Sen, cum laude. Jennifer Chan, cum laude. Kane Chan, cum laude. Melissa Chan, magna cum laude. Valisha Chan, summa cum laude. Deepak Chandiramani. Shalini Chandrakant, cum laude. Ricky Chang, magna cum laude. Graham Chapsky. Brett Chatfield, magna cum laude. Christopher Chi, cum laude. Jessica Chen. Langjun Chen. Rong Chen. Jiheng Chen, cum laude. Nathan Chu, magna cum laude. Amelia Chung. Pareen Cheda. Joseph Torelli. Rick Chen. Catherine Chin, cum laude. Matthew Choinsky. Aaron Chrétien. Pedro Cintron Figueroa. Richard Citrano.
Nicole Marengo, magna cum laude. Bridget Clark. John Clay, magna cum laude. Michael Clement, summa cum laude. Brian Clardy, magna cum laude. Sean Closey. Russell Kloon. Alex Kovos. Stephen Kochi. Jacob Cohen. Ryan Cohen. Sarah Cogan. Taylor Colley. Dylan Connolly. Caroline Conrad. Victoria Consolini, summa cum laude. Claudia Correa Penajera, cum laude. Dante Capola. Isabella Cortines. Christopher Cormier, cum laude. Charles Corkery. Olivia Covrio, summa cum laude. Matthew Corrado. Aaron Koss. Lucas Costa Porto, magna cum laude. Kevin Costello. Madeline Cote. Kathleen Cotter. Star Coughlin, cum laude. Joseph Kupal, summa cum laude. Celia Cristofoli, magna cum laude. Stephanie Crudelli. Sarah Curran, cum laude. Timothy Curran. Tyler Curry. Jultia Sizdik, magna cum laude. Sebastian D'Amico. Alexander Duprat, cum laude. Alexandra Dabrowska, cum laude. Christine Danchenko, cum laude. Cyrus Danver Masion, cum laude. Joshua Daw, cum laude. Thomas Day, cum laude. Moise Diane Horos. Andres de la Puenta Pinolos. Luis Eduardo de Melo Souza, Roca. Emily Damarinis, cum laude. Tyler Damarinis, magna cum laude. Eric Damario, cum laude. Jennifer DeRosa. Aaron DaCosta. Emilia Delger, magna cum laude. Mitchell Deltree. Daniel Dempsey, cum laude. John Demodi. Caitlin Dirksen. Dior Derwenskus. Samuel De Simon, cum laude. Andrew Trevani. Paige Devlin, summa cum laude. Shishanish Dahandi. Joseph Di Giuseppe, magna cum laude. Christian De Pipa, cum laude. Richard De Pipa, magna cum laude. Joseph Duramo. Ibrahim Debate. Jordan Diamond. Sanyu De. Andrea Dimitrova, cum laude. Mackenzie Doherty, summa cum laude. Kyler Donlan, magna cum laude. Ryan Donovan. Elise Dossett, cum laude. James Duvis. Richard Dow. Samantha Downs, summa cum laude. Ryan Doyle. John Dress. Samuel Drucker Shalee, magna cum laude. Roger Dew, summa cum laude. Nolan Dube. Mark Dubovsky. Kyla Ducharme, magna cum laude. Matthew Edelman. Autumn Edelson, cum laude. Kyle Edmonds, magna cum laude. Alexis Efron. Christopher Ale. Abigail Eisner, magna cum laude. Carlos Francisco Ismendi, cum laude. Kimberly Elvis, cum laude. Sydney Ethrop, magna cum laude. Joseph Emma. Max Eppelbaum. John Epstein, cum laude. Christian Natalia Erickson Keller. Christopher Isurski. John Etherington. Bernard Evers. Christopher Fair. John Falcone, magna cum laude. Kevin Falcone, magna cum laude. Stephanie Falconer. Adiane McKierney Falvery, cum laude. Jen Fang. Isabel Fang. How are you? Derek Vincent Fanucci, magna cum laude. Carolyn Farley. Samuel Feldman. Patrick Furlan. Andreas Fernandez Osuna. Anna Ferrari, magna cum laude. Marcelo Ferrari. Joanna Filali. Kevin Fine. Phoebe Finn. Brian Fiore. Alexandria Fisher, summa cum laude. Rachel Fitzgerald. Sean Fitzgerald. William Fitzgerald. Christian Flaherty. Antonio Flores. Olivia Foderato, cum laude. Nicholas Foland. Jessica Fonseca. Juliana Fonseca. Kevin Forbes, cum laude. Quentin Forbes, magna cum laude. Jose Antonio Jr. Flores. Sarah Forward. Eric Foster. John Fowler, magna cum laude. Jake Frankel, cum laude. Brian Frazier. Jesse Fun, cum laude. Zachary Fu. Mark Frumpkin, cum laude. Cassandra Majerski, magna cum laude. Hyang Fu. Lillian Furrier, cum laude. Thomas Gaffney. Abdel Gaid. Rachel Gallagher, magna cum laude. Alejandro Gambrizio. Nere Gangli. Megan Gardner. Sydney Garman, cum laude. Khalid Garnoui, cum laude. Trevor Garrett. Oliver Garside, cum laude. Daniel Gasparini. Takjig G. Julia Genovese. Eric Gherkin, cum laude. Madison Germain, summa cum laude. Julia Giacomazzi, summa cum laude. Laura Giacomazzi, summa cum laude. Kathleen Giuseppe, cum laude. Kyle Gillick, magna cum laude. Zoe Giles, magna cum laude. Jennifer Gerard, cum laude. Kara Glidden, magna cum laude. Taylor Gobil, magna cum laude. Mohit Kadwani. Jay Goyle, magna cum laude. Jay Goen, magna cum laude. Sarah Elsa Gomez Rizik. Priyanka Gondali. Carlos Gonzalez. Hector Gonzalez. Saul Gonzalez. Pahavri Gorti. Devin Gray, cum laude. Lauren Green. Chantilly Green. Marissa Green. Ana Paula Gomez. Miles Greenwald. Spencer Greer. Courtney Greger, cum laude. Amana Grimlack. Tyler Grooms. Adam Gross, cum laude. Alexander Grunt, magna cum laude. Matthew Gorino, cum laude.
Samantha Gugino. Dylan Gulrajani. Shady Grow, summa cum laude. Ashmit Gupta. Robert Guyan. Brandy Gwynn. Julie Hagopian, magna cum laude. Adam Hydermota. Cameron Haynes. Caleb Hall, cum laude. Herbert Hall. Robert Hammerman, magna cum laude. Jack Hanesian, cum laude. Connor Hanley, magna cum laude. Charbel Hanna. Rita Hanush. Nathaniel Hardy. Megan Harper, magna cum laude. Colin Harrington. Justin Harrington. Brianna Harris. Jeremy Hart, summa cum laude. Brendan Hartford. Adrine Harutunian, magna cum laude. Brittany Hasley. Patrick Haw. Gloria Hazard, cum laude. Anchi Hare.
It's Alexander Hyman, I forgot the
Alexander Hyman.
There you go, buddy. Congratulations.
Nicole Hemme, cum laude. David Hernandez. Peter Hersey. Hannah Heiliger, magna cum laude. Seamus Higgins, cum laude. Kayla Hill, cum laude. Kevin Healy. Ian Hiltz, cum laude. Neha Hinduja, magna cum laude. Kayla Hoffman, cum laude. Henry Hollis. Claire Holupka. Esther Hong, magna cum laude. Michael Hooley, cum laude. Chase Horton. Kenneth Horton, cum laude. Nancy Huang. Alexander Hughes. Catherine Hughes, cum laude. Marianne Hurlbert. Matthew Ayanoki. Wing Tung Rachel Hui. Diane Borquez Lozano. Nicole Iktek Ferreira. Rohan Iyer, cum laude. Amanda Yayaga, cum laude. Abhinav Jajal. Connor Jastrzebski, cum laude. Tucker, Jean. Matthew Jeffers, magna cum laude. Daniel Genzano, magna cum laude. Samuel Gervais, magna cum laude. Leah Jessiman. Xuanro Jia, cum laude. Di Xiang, magna cum laude. Martina Estefania Jimenez Castro. Brian Joa, cum laude. Brooke Johnson, summa cum laude. Hannah Johnson, magna cum laude. Isaiah Johnson. Savannah Johnson, summa cum laude. Kristen Jolene. Emily Jones. Jason Jones. Trevon Jones. Whitney Jules. Isaac Young. Jill Camphouse. Taylor Kane. Aiden Karam. Elizabeth Carpax, cum laude. Alex Katz, magna cum laude. Lovepreet Kaur, magna cum laude. Edward Kazatsky. Hannah Keene, cum laude. Jeffrey Keel. Stephanie Kelly. Emily Kelleher, summa cum laude. Shannon Kelly. Ryan Kenny, magna cum laude. Peyton Kent, cum laude. Sean Kiley, summa cum laude. Benjamin Ashton Keel, cum laude. Daniel Kim. Aiden King, cum laude. James King, cum laude. Michael King. Wainwright King. Catherine Kipley, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Kerwin, summa cum laude. Nicholas Keppel, cum laude. Christopher Kondraki, cum laude. Nicole Koniko, cum laude. Demi Kontos. Ethan Kovac, magna cum laude. William Kraft, cum laude. Kirill Kribokov. Karen Kubaska. Isabel Kunko, cum laude. Chandler La Sorsa, cum laude. Nico La Stella. Estela Maria Lama Bermudez. Noah Anthony Jacques Lamoth. Fabiola Maria Loriano Rosado. Christian Lazari, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Leduc. Brian Wagman, magna cum laude. Jack Leach. Alexandra Lee, summa cum laude. Amanda Lee, magna cum laude. Brian Lee. Michelle Lee. Minwook Lee. Patrick Lee. Aiden Lehrer, magna cum laude. Joseph Lemieux, magna cum laude. James Lennon. Nicole Leon, magna cum laude. Charles Leone. Roberto Lepore. Simon Levinson. Shilong Lorenzo Lee. Yumbe Lee. Christopher Liangara. Michael Liebman, magna cum laude. Jasmine Lin. Jiao Ling. Esma Litim. Liu Kong Tai, cum laude. Yukon Liu. Zhenyan Liu. Xiao Liu, magna cum laude. Candy Lo. Sahil Loda, cum laude. Salik Lokandwala, cum laude. Carlos Lociale. Nathan Loof, cum laude. Courtney Locknane. Ariana Lucera, cum laude. Nicole Leaders. Susan Luo, magna cum laude. Jose Luzon Sanchez. Kimberly Lee, cum laude. Ming Ma. Robert McGregor. Corey McLean, cum laude. Alexa McQuarrie, cum laude. Kyle McRae, magna cum laude. Rashid Maser. Anna Cristina Machado Delano, cum laude. Brent Mackman, cum laude. Deirdre McCrory. Brittany Midori. Tiffany Magentrian. Andrew Magnell. Logan Mahoney. Patrick Mahoney. Sarah Mahoney, magna cum laude. Nicholas Mayo, magna cum laude. Cassandra Makowski. Maura Mancini. John Mansour, cum laude. John Mantikas. Ryan Mao. Peter Macarian, summa cum laude. Kimberly Martin. Ryan Martin, summa cum laude. Daniela Martinez. Brian Mascaro, magna cum laude. Liam Matheson. Joshua Matthew, magna cum laude. Derek Moriello. Brendan McCarthy. Catherine McCarthy, magna cum laude. Liam McCarthy. Anne McConville, magna cum laude.
Sorry, you got an extra.
You got it.
Scott McCord. Avalon McCullough. Mark McCusker. Isabel McDermott, magna cum laude. Andrew McDonald, cum laude. Benjamin McElduff, cum laude. Caitlin McElligott, summa cum laude. Ryan McAvoy. Amanda McGowan, magna cum laude. Samuel McGowan. Jesse McGrath, cum laude. Owen McGuire, cum laude. Ryan McKennedy. Casey McKeon. Craig McMurphy, summa cum laude. Tyler McMurray. Stephanie McQuaid. Joshua McRae. Thomas McShane, cum laude. Charles Merman, magna cum laude. Adarsh Mehta. Christopher Mella, cum laude. Mackenzie Mello, magna cum laude. Madison Melvin. Luisa Mendoza Hernandez. Ruelin Meng, magna cum laude. Levon Marion. Rajan Meswani. Cal Myers, summa cum laude. Eva McAllison. Victoria Michelle, cum laude. Megan Middlemas, magna cum laude. Alexander Mayazyerski. Joseph Miller, cum laude. Matthew Miller. Michael Miller. Anushka Mishra, cum laude. Garrett Mitchell. Eric Mogilevsky, magna cum laude. Mohammed Nazmi Mohammed Nizam, magna cum laude. George Mokas. Ian Monshine. Michelle Monty, cum laude. Jordan Moore. Andrea Morales Ceballos, magna cum laude. Alicia Morrow, magna cum laude. Eric Mora. Georgia Morrison. Luke Morrison. Cassandra Moyer, cum laude. Callan Murphy. Clark Murphy, magna cum laude. Sahil Mutha, magna cum laude. Jadish Reddy Nandiala. Samita Nath. Catherine Norton. Indre Noyakaitai. Danish Navid. Matthew Needle, cum laude. Nicholas Nesh. Andrew Neto, cum laude. Kimberly Ing, cum laude. Costas Niarchos, magna cum laude. Thomas Nickerson. Emily Nemec, cum laude. Katie Nunes. Elena Nordeman. Alyssa Norton, magna cum laude. Shane Norton. Anya Novicheva. Julia Noyes. Evelyn Nunes. John Nunes. Chans Nye, cum laude. Katie Nyquist. Brandon O'Connell, magna cum laude. Patrick O'Grady. Sean O'Hare, magna cum laude. Shelby O'Hare. Jake O'Keefe, magna cum laude. John O'Neill, magna cum laude. Paige O'Neill. Sarah O'Sullivan. Juanel Oriach. Natalia Ortega. Michael Ortiz, cum laude. Alexandra Osgood, cum laude. Boris Osterling Grimberg. John Howe O, cum laude. Dominique Owens Moore. Abigail Pasek. Miguel Paez. Alexander Page. Nicole Pajoli, cum laude. Melanie Christine Palacios. Rachel Palumbo, magna cum laude. Chiua Pan, magna cum laude. Agustina Panzoni, magna cum laude. Julian Payon, magna cum laude. Jacob Papa. Siobhan Popelian, magna cum laude. Gregory Pappas, magna cum laude. Mikkel Parshin. Timothy Parsons, cum laude. Ryan Pashalidis. Evan Patchen, summa cum laude. Udav Patwari. Sarah Paulus, cum laude. Amber Payzant, cum laude. Michael Peach. Connor Peck. Natalie Pena. Eileen Pena Herrera. Isabella Perez. Vivian Perez Salamero. Sacha Perry. Tyler Peralt, cum laude. Matthew Peralt, cum laude. Haley Pearson. Courtney Peterson. Eric Peterson. Charles Petrillo, cum laude. Thomas Petroselli, magna cum laude. Christian Petrozelli, cum laude. Alexia Petruzziello. Michael Pisano, summa cum laude. Jake Phelan. Joseph Piatnik, Jr. Alicia Pirozzi. Nicholas Piovano. Stacy Perez. William Correa, Summa cum laude, Alvaro Polo. Zachary Pokorny. Mary Ponziani. Samuel Porter. Jasmine Portillo. Shalise Powell Forbes. William Powers. Emily Prevost, cum laude. Yash Punjabi, cum laude. Ming Chien, summa cum laude. Kathleen Quilty, summa cum laude. Daniel Quinn. Elizabeth Quinn. Rachel Quinn, cum laude. Yossi Rafaela. William Ramirez. Jake Rand, cum laude. Serena Regalado Catani, cum laude. Mustafa Abdur Rahman, cum laude. Stacy Riley. Michael Reich. Adam Reckby, magna cum laude. Melissa Rise Santana. Caitlin Reynolds, cum laude. Gabriella Riccio. Mackenzie Riccio. Kelly Riley. Meg Riley. Andre Rincon. Andrea Rispoli, cum laude. Alberto Rival Usabiaga, summa cum laude. Marissa Rizzo, summa cum laude. Mitchell Roberts, magna cum laude. Nicole Roberts, cum laude. Kelsey Robichaux, magna cum laude. David Robson, magna cum laude. Demetrio Rodriguez. Andrew Rogers. David Rogers, cum laude. Erica Ronga, magna cum laude. Jervion Ricard. Jasmine Rosa. Nicholas Rosa, magna cum laude. Allie Rosenberg, summa cum laude. Paola Rospigliosi. Melissa Ross, magna cum laude. Aaron Rowell. Hannah Roy. Jessica Rucker. Shelby Rudnicki. Sarah Rumrill. Taylor Russell, cum laude.
Brianna Ryan, cum laude. Daniel Ryan. Carrie Ryan, cum laude. Sean Ryan. Elias Sabe Mardo. Michael Pasquale Sacco Jr. Nikhil Sochdeva. Joseph Safian. Adam Salak, cum laude. George Samander, summa cum laude. Michael Samko. Mary Jo Samozia, summa cum laude. Julio Sanchez. Matthew Sanford, cum laude. Xiangqia Song. Austin Santa Maria. Emily Santos, cum laude. Corey Sandville. Tyler Sargent, magna cum laude. William Satkovich. Jessica Scalfani. Jonathan Scano. Thomas Scarlata, cum laude. Benjamin Schilly, magna cum laude. Kyle Schmidt. Zachary Schreier. Rebecca Schroeder, cum laude. Gardner Schroeder, cum laude. Julie Scully. Taylor Senecal, cum laude. Kit Sangdara. Brett Soroka, cum laude. Alexander Shabligin. Avani Shah. Dean Shamaloff. Mary Shea. Megan Shea. Jeffrey Sheehan, magna cum laude. Alex Sheldon, cum laude. Yuchen Shen. Brianna Sherry, summa cum laude. Katie Shee, cum laude. Megan Ship, magna cum laude. Hao Shu. Matthew Sykehouse. Holt Savonin. Samantha Silverman. Julia Scamrich. Nicholas Scarin. Joseph Slattery. Brendan Smith. Cassandra Smith. Fiona Smith, magna cum laude. Sade Smith. Brianna Sanson. Abigail Souza, magna cum laude. Benjamin Spalding, cum laude. Jacob Spinzola. Mark Squizero, cum laude. Christopher Stabile. Thomas Stabile. Megan Stark, cum laude. Ryan Stark, magna cum laude. Alexandria Steinman. Emma Stoker, cum laude. Susan Stowe, summa cum laude.
Tyler Strother.
Tyler Strother. Nicholas Suchecki. Brady Sufat. Tushar Sukwani, cum laude. Sean Sullivan. Yingyun Soon, magna cum laude. Olivia Sutherland. Timothy Sutton. Alyssa Swigard, cum laude. Joshua Sidney. Dylan Sylvester, summa cum laude. Jessica Zito, cum laude. Dante Tagriello, cum laude. Zilfang Tan, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Tancredi, summa cum laude. Adrocaxel Tanawijaya, cum laude. Ryan Tarby. Ross Tawil. Caroline Taylor. Thomas Tedesco, summa cum laude. Austin Tenney. Ranson Tebiarge, summa cum laude. Troy Thomas, cum laude. Caitlin Thompson. Lindsay Thompson. Emily Ticha, magna cum laude. Juan Ucros Bautista. Zachary Tone, cum laude. Peter Tonelli. Jenny Tong. David Town, summa cum laude. Mark Tracy. Brianna Tremontazzi. Lisa Travellini, cum laude. Chelsea Trombetta, magna cum laude. Puola Trancasco Diaz. Colby Trotter, magna cum laude. Matthew Tseng, cum laude. Tia Shinzadze. Vincent Tu. Joshua Tuffy, summa cum laude. Matthew Turkington. Cole Turner, cum laude. Jordan Tutt. German Tobar Limas. Gabrielle Uti. Rebecca Urquhart, magna cum laude. Catherine Vatican, magna cum laude. Marcos Valdovinos. Mariana Valencia Zuleega, cum laude. Alejandro Vallanilla San Feliz, magna cum laude. Celinette Vasquez. Jessica Vega. Karen Velasquez Chavez. Anna Valente. Tom Vimas, magna cum laude. Hassan Vicar. Alejandro Vilgrain. Roberto Velasquez Ramirez. Sebastian Villard, cum laude. Pedro Ventimiglia Palacios. Claire Verkler, cum laude. Harika Visapragada, magna cum laude. Michael Vitale, magna cum laude. Olivia von Oldenburg, magna cum laude. Christopher Vukis, cum laude. Jeffrey Wallen, cum laude. Timothy Walsh, cum laude. Jack Wanamaker. Jackie Wang, magna cum laude. Yuhan Wang. Kayla Ward, cum laude. Gabrielle Weatherby, magna cum laude. Taylor Webb. Elizabeth Weber. Ariel Weinstein, magna cum laude. Sierra Welch, magna cum laude. Andrew Welzell, magna cum laude. Brandon Wheeler, cum laude. Kyle White. Jasmine Whitney. Mark Whitney, magna cum laude. Cody Whitten. Brenna Wiegand, cum laude. Christopher Wiggins. Michaela Williams. Cameron Wilson. Kyle Wisniewski, cum laude. Catherine Wojnar. John Wolf, cum laude. Christopher Wood, cum laude. Aaron Woods. Kendra Wozniak, cum laude. Stephanie Wright Valdez. Jay Wu. Yoon Shah. Huchin Xiao. Wael Majid Yasawi, magna cum laude. Caroline Yates. Treviana Yavorek. Victoria Yi. Zhengyao Yi. Marva Yelchu. Jonathan Yu. Alice Yufa. Maria Yuja. Salah Yusuf. James Zepfel, magna cum laude. Jorge Zanquiz Asbun, cum laude. Pedro Zayas Dubon. Qianting Zheng, cum laude. Shujuan Zheng. Iris Zheng, summa cum laude. Xiaoyi Zhu, cum laude. Rihong Zhu, cum laude. Jessica Zimmerman, magna cum laude. Leiden Zhu. David Zuleta. Vasil Pakadadzi, cum laude. Bulos Zumot. This concludes the reading of the names of candidates for degrees.
Madam President, it is our pleasure and honor to certify that all of the aforementioned candidates for graduation have satisfactorily completed and fulfilled requirements for the degrees indicated as prescribed by the faculty and the trustees of this institution. I am honored to present them to you for conferral of the degrees.
Will the candidates please rise and remain standing? Your tassel should be on the right side of your cap. President Larson, please confer the degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Board of Trustees of Bentley University, and by reason of your having fulfilled all the requirements prescribed by the faculty and trustees, I pronounce you graduates of Bentley University. And holders of the degrees indicated with all the related rights, privileges, and responsibilities, welcome to the Fellowship of Educated Men and Women. Congratulations!
With that, you are the latest graduates of Bentley University. As a symbolic gesture of your scholarship and professional achievements in fulfilling the requirements for graduation, please take the tassel of your cap and move it from the right to the left side.
Before we conclude these exercises, I ask all the graduates in the class of 2018 to once again join me in expressing our appreciation to your parents, family members, and friends who support you. I know that you will long remember today as one of the best days of your life. I hope it will serve as a reminder that with all the ups and downs ahead of you, the journey that begins today should be satisfying as the destination itself. May today remind you always of that special truth of your time at the university and of the Bentley family of which you will always, always be a part.
Will the graduates please be seated?
Are you guys ready? The 2018 Undergraduate Commencement of Bentley University is now officially concluded.
We would like to thank the Boston Brass Ensemble for their musical accompaniment today under the direction of Mr. Dave Burdett. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a few brief announcements. Why is that always the reaction? On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the officers of the university, I invite the graduates and all guests to a reception under the tent on the South Campus Quad, where you may meet and congratulate the graduates. Now, because the graduates' commencement ceremony begins very shortly in this space, we ask that you leave the tent as quickly as possible so that we can prepare for that event. Near the reception, you will find the Bentley mascot flex, the Bentley arch, your diploma, and a variety of refreshments. Those who need assisted transportation should contact any member of the staff. Shuttle buses will be available throughout the afternoon and are located adjacent to the baseball field. On my behalf and that of all Bentley faculty and staff, thank you for your cooperation this morning. Now I ask one last thing. Would the audience please remain seated during the recessional and keep all the aisles clear until the last graduate has exited? Mr. Burdett, the recessional, please.